Hey, this is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat and to help you keep working out the system till you work out your position and your purse top commission. The perks you gotta listen help you curve the competition. Got them wishing that they had the app earlier. Surely, them haters try to catch some white stones, but this pearlier. Load up the app, make my predictions, and get the serving. The player prop predictor is sicker than having hernias. Betting trends like an elixir for pit, but it's just PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
This player props, yeah. Said this player props, yeah.
This player props on a mission to win all these bets, we don't see competition. Money line to predictor is helping us get it. Team trends 1 or 2, yeah, you know it's exquisite. Join the disco, yeah, you know what it is. The community thriving, we taking our time just to run us all up. It's the best with alignment, we do it with care, we ain't wasting a diamond. Getting this bread, educated, we betting the spread. Only if it makes sense, we ain't greedy of meaning. We check our hand out, then we having our reasons. Player props betting, but without the mutiny. This is what knowledge, it means opportunity. Making deposits, that's nothing that's new to me. This more than betting, we building up unity. This player props, yeah. But when it's research, we running it up with every tool, you know in each perk. Troy tested them waters, he helping you swim even if it's feet first. Knowledge strategies and all you need to help you eat yerp. Said this player props, yeah. But when it's research, we running it up with every tool, you know in each perk. Troy tested them waters, he helping you swim even if it's feet first. Knowledge strategies and all you need to help you eat yerp. Yerp. Hey, this is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat and to help you keep working out the system till you work out your position and your purse top commission. The perks you gotta listen help you curve the competition. Got them wishing that they had the app earlier. Surely, them haters try to catch some white stones, but this pearlier. Load up the app, make my predictions, then get the serving. The player prop predictor is sicker than having hernias. Betting trends like an elixir for pit, but it's just PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Trevor's tested waters help you swim even if feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
This player props, yeah. Said this player props, yeah.
This player props on a mission to win all these bets, we don't see competition. Money line to predictor is helping us get it. Team trends 1 or 2, yeah, you know it's exquisite. Join the disco, yeah, you know what it is. The community thriving, we taking our time.
Y'all like that new song? That is... So I had expectations. So the reason why we have a new song is YouTube gave me some sort of notification or alert or something over the last show. And they're like, hey, the artist, so the song you were using, the artist said is zero copyright, but they changed their mind, so you have to choose a different song. And I'm like, I'm not going to keep bouncing back and forth between what songs I am and am not allowed to use in my show, so let me hire a professional rapper and get one done specifically catered to PlayerProps.ai. So if you paid attention to the song, listen to the lyrics, it is... So here's the expectations of how fire I want it to be, and here's where it was. A little extra fire. Love it. It's awesome. So shout out to Grizzy who did that for us. Awesome. But yeah, so welcome to A Dollar in a Dream. I hope that everybody is having A great start to their morning. We have NFL kickoff here in just under 2 hours. If this is your first time tuning in, this is how this works. You, right now, while I'm doing this intro housekeeping talk, you're dropping your single. Single is one, by the way, if you're not familiar with that term. You're dropping your single favorite NFL bet for today in the YouTube chat. So if you're watching us on a different service, make sure you hop over to YouTube. If you're like, what is the YouTube channel? Everything is branded PlayerProps.ai. So if you go to YouTube, you search for PlayerProps.ai, you're going to find the YouTube channel. Get in the YouTube live stream chat, drop your favorite play. We're going to go through them one at a time, and we're going to pull up PlayerProps.ai, which we have on the screen, to see if it's a good play. And if it is a good play, we're going to add it to our bet slip. And what we're trying to do is trying to build a parlay of all of your favorite plays that the AI agrees with to turn $1 into $100 or more. So it's a 100x parlay. That's the minimum requirement. Now, if you're watching this for the first time, or maybe the second time or third time, and you're very stubborn on following guidelines, this parlay is not expected to hit, just like every single other crazy parlay you lock in. This is something we do for fun as a community. We have millions of people using this app, using our website, and so this is a little fun thing we do every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time and every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, unless there's 2 Monday night games, and we'll try to go earlier at 7 like there is tomorrow. So tomorrow I should be live at 7 because of the 2-game schedule. But again, this is called a dollar and a dream for a very, very, very specific reason. You are only to wager one single dollar on this parlay that, again, is not expected to hit, just like all the other parlays that you create on your own. If you're like, wait a second, I have good parlays. My parlays are well thought out. Listen, whenever you're curious about your parlay that you built, if it has a good chance of hitting, what you need to do first is you take the total odds of your parlay, you go into our Discord that's free to join, you go into the implied chance bot that I created for you guys. You throw in your total odds and it will spit out the implied chance. That's not the projected chance that your parlay is going to hit, that's the odds-based chance. So you're going to throw something in there, and you're going to think it's a really solid parlay you've built of 10 picks, then you realize that you have a 1% chance of winning. So this show is helping to enlighten the entire world that only bets parlays that, hey, parlays aren't expected to win, so don't be surprised if they don't. But hey, if they do, let's build one together. Let's just put a single dollar on it and see what happens. So now that a bunch of you have dropped in your favorite plays, we're going to go through them one by one. Again, we're trying to get to a 100x multiplier. So essentially, we're trying to do a dollar parlay that wins $100 or more if everything hits. If you have ignored every social media post, every email I've sent you this week, and everything in Discord, we have some amazing news for you. We have launched version 2.0 that has added 5 new tools to the PlayerProps.ai app. So before we read our first play that we're going to add into the parlay, let's go over the tools in case you have ignored everything I've sent you this week. So you guys are familiar with the predictor. Well, you may not be. This may be your first thing. So let's just go over the tools here. So this is the player prop predictor. This is something you use if you like to bet on player props. If you're like, man, there's a lot of things here, I don't know how to use it. Something we added in version 2.0, you see up here at the top, click to learn how to use the prop predictor. We have buttons on every single tool now, so you cannot say, I'm not sure how to use this. You just click the button, and there's a step-by-step guide that helps you use it. There's a few more filters up here on the top. Now, this is only because we're on desktop. If you're on your mobile, it's on the bottom left. We have the predictor. We have the price picks optimizer that you can also use for underdog. And then we have the team trends. If you want to see, if you're doing like MLB strikeouts and you for pitchers, and you want to see which team strikes out more than other teams, you can use team trends for that. And of course, there's millions of stats for football as well. But 4 more tools that we've added for you guys in version 2.0 are what we call team tools. If you maybe don't like player props that much, or maybe you like pairing player props with moneyline picks, we have a moneyline predictor. We have a spread predictor. We have a total predictor, and then we have a betting trends tool. So again, this filter on your app on the mobile device is in the bottom left. If it says team, you'll see the team tools available. If it says player, you're going to see the player tools available, which are these here. So I'll just click over real quick so we can look at that here. So yeah, moneyline predictor, spread predictor, total predictor, and this cool, awesome betting trends tool. So this, of course, make sure you watch the video for all these things. But this here is a feed directly from the sports books that say how many people are doing, what is the general public doing. So this is powered by DraftKings. So it's saying and DraftKings is the second biggest sports book in the country, in the U.S. And it's saying out of all the people that bet on either New Orleans or Atlanta money line, out of everybody that placed a single ticket, out of all of those tickets, 65% was on New Orleans money line, and then 35% was on Falcons money line. And then this number here is out of all the money that was wagered, not just individual bet tickets. Out of all the money that was wagered, 61% of that money has been on the New Orleans Saints money lines, and 39% of that money has been on the Falcons. Again, this button here goes through all of that and more. But we have a lot of cool tools there. And then the team trends, as I mentioned before, this just kind of shows you, so this is like which team is leading the NFL in rushing yards, because that's the stat here. So we know Green Bay is, because they're up top. This is what they've done in their last 3, their last 1, yada, yada. A lot of neat things here. Make sure you put in the time to learn how to use them. You get full access to all this stuff by upgrading to any of the premium subscriptions that we have. You can get it for as low as $1.37 a day. Now, this is all before pricing increases. By pretty much around mid-October, the pricing is going to jump up, so make sure you lock it in so you're grandfathered in to the low rates that we're currently giving you. Essentially, right now, it's a discount. Let's start going through things and see what we want to lock in. Darius, what's going on? Christian, what's up? What's going on? Booker, Don, everybody's in here. Jado, Gene, Slacker. Oh, you're saying, so Ace says he's not a rap fan, but this new tune's pretty catchy. Yes, the new intro song is a fire. Good morning. Okay, our first one here, we have Christian Torres says Juwan Jennings over receiving yards. So Deebo Samuel is back from the calf injury. He will be playing, but I don't know how limited he's going to be exactly. And because we don't know exactly how much he's going to get reps or snaps or routes ran or whatever, then the AI is not going to really factor his playing time in too much. But Juwan Jennings, JJ, we'll call him JJ. His projection right now is at 53 receiving yards. He had a monster game. If you had him on your fantasy lineup last week, you won. If you didn't win with him on your lineup, then your team's trash. Monster 3-touchdown game. His line's at 31. AI saying he's going to get over 53. We don't need him to get 53. We need him to get 32. Again, we never bet on this value. This is just telling us which side of the line we go. So it's telling us we go over 31.5. So yeah, that one's not too shabby. For the purpose of these live stream shows, what we do is the line's not always the greatest on FanDuel, which is what I have pulled up right now. It's not always the greatest on FanDuel. Sometimes DraftKings is a better line, sometimes BetMGM. Make sure you're looking at whoever has the best line. For the sake of the show, so you can see the entire picks in one bet slip, we're just going to use FanDuel. Again, that's not saying FanDuel is the best when it comes to the lines. That's just what we use to make it cleaner for you guys to see what's going on. But can you hear that my voice is like slightly lost? A lot of screaming yesterday as UCF and the horrible quarterback that it has completely sucked yesterday against gosh dang Coach Prime in Colorado. We're looking for San Francisco. Here we go. Receiving props. 31.5. Boom, boom. All right, I like that one. What else do we got here? Ace says Alec Pierce over receiving yards. I think he's actually one of the top plays today. Like overall, if we just go to all here, I think he was at one point. Yeah, he's up to the top. So yeah, his projection's at 49.56, which is almost double his line of 25.5. Almost double. We don't need him to get 49 receiving yards. We just need him to get 26. Again, we do not bet on this value. We bet on the side. So we're going Alec Pierce, Colts, 25.5. Receiving props. Receiving yards. Pierce 25.5. And then down here, we see where we're at right now when building it. So you see in the very bottom right of the screen, it has a $1 wager to win 264. So we have some work to do. That's not a 100x multiplier yet. Eric All over 1.5 receptions, Jeremy says. Over 1.5 receptions. I think he was at the top. Yeah, he's at the top. Yeah, he's projected at 3.5. We just need him to get 2. The sports books are definitely thinking he's going to get more than 1.5 because they're giving him a 57.45% chance of covering. And he's done this in every game he's played so far this season, which has been just these 2 here. The last 2 games. So 4 receptions here, 4 receptions here, and we just need him to get 2. So again, don't hate that play. We're going to add it. Eric All Jr. of the Cincinnati Bengals. Keep dropping the plays in the YouTube chat. If you have not yet, we're going to go through them. We're going to keep going to them until this dollar turns into $100 or more. You drop your favorite prop. We check if the AI agrees with it, and if they do, we add it to the parlay. Do not bet more than $1 on this gosh dang parlay because parlays aren't expected to hit. It's as simple as that. Parlays are not expected to hit, which is why we start with single bets and then we parlay our favorite single bets. If you don't win more than you lose today, if you lose more than you win, there's a reason for that. Get in the Discord, find out the reason, so when you come to week 5, that doesn't happen. There's always a reason why you lose more than you win, and we'll help you figure that out. Nelson Aguilar over 10.5. Is this receiving yards or receptions? Because you Daniel, you put REC, and there ain't no way in the world Nelson Aguilar has a receptions line of 10.5. I'm assuming you mean receiving yards. We can look back at receiving yards. Nelson. Let me just type his name in here. Is it ALG or A? No, it's A. No. There we go. Okay, so his line is 10.5. His projection's at 24.43. Now, even though the AI agrees with this, if you've paid attention to any NFL show I've done so far this season, I mentioned that I am not a fan of baby lines. Baby lines, I do not like. No me gusta, baby lines. If you're like, okay, Travis, what is a baby line? I'm intrigued. Baby lines are receivers or running backs that have a super, super small line for whatever stat it is. This guy's a starting receiver in the NFL, and his line is 10.5 receiving yards. When it comes to receiving yards specifically, I try to have them at least 40 or higher, or at least as close to 40 as possible. So yes, this is a play that the AI agrees with. But again, I personally try to avoid putting baby lines into anything. But we will keep him in the back of our mind in case we run out of plays. I don't think we will because we have 118 people in here in the YouTube chat. 118 people dropping plays. So I should see 118 thumbs up on this video. If you haven't clicked that thumbs up yet, do that ASAP. And that's not just a funny little, hey, click thumbs up because Travis likes thumbs ups. No, it helps the YouTube algorithm push this to more people. And of course, we want to see more people join, right? So click the thumbs up so more people can join. Nico at 72.5 earlier in the week. Now he's at 83.5. Yeah, so also as well, speaking of line increases, we have crushed at least one play every single week on the YouTube show we drop. What was this week's line crusher that we had? It was Brock Bowers. So on Thursday, which is 4 days ago, I sent an email to everybody. I blasted on the YouTube. I blasted in the Discord. I say, hey, Brock Bowers over receiving yards. And everybody that pays attention and has the notifications on and follow protocol and guidelines, they locked him in. What happens? Like 24 hours, 36 hours after that, well, Devontae Adams gets rolled out. Brock Bowers' line skyrockets. And so we all got him at, I think, like 39.5. And I think his line right now is at 53. So we got a massive discount. Congratulations. He hasn't hit yet, but that's a pretty good discount on a line before the game even starts. If you're looking at Nico earlier and he's higher now, we can't lock him in now. Is that Jaime says James Conner over receiving yards? My fear that this is a baby line. We'll see what James Conner has. Okay, so yes, it's kind of a baby line. It's only 15.5, but the AI doesn't even agree with him going over. The AI says it's going to go under. So we're not, even if it wasn't a baby line, the AI's got to agree. Make sure you're using the tool before you lock in your plays today. Kevin DeRosa, Kyler Murray over rushing yards. What is his line? 32.5. So technically with the plus 1.8% percentage difference, again, if you're tuning in just now and you're like, I don't even know how to use or what I'm looking at, just download the app. It's free to download. Click all of these buttons at the top of the tools. Each button will teach you how to use that specific tool. So if you want to know how to use the prop predictor that we're looking at, click how to use the prop predictor. His line is way too close to his rejection, so we are not going to touch Kyler Murray. We need to see a little more padding, a little more difference between the AI and the actual available line. Corey, Amari Cooper over 53.5 receiving yards. So Cooper is popping on our tool, but if you have paid attention to anything last week, even though Cooper had 2 TDs, Deshaun Watson is the worst quarterback in NFL history. He's worse than Ryan Leaf. He's worse than that. Who was the Oakland Raiders quarterback? Jamarcus Russell. He's worse than him. He's the worst quarterback in the league. He had a great run with Houston, and then the Monstars all put their hands on his head and pulled out any shred of skill that exists. He is now the worst quarterback in NFL history. Amari Cooper did get banged up at the end of the last game. I don't know if I want to put him in here for this live stream show. I mean, he's popping. 66 percentage difference at a 53.5 line. His projections at 89. We'll put him in. It's not my. The Browns need to figure out their crap. Cooper, Cleveland. Let's put him in. Keep dropping your plays. We're going to keep going one at a time and checking our good old super sexy industry-leading AI tools to see if the AI models agree with what you guys are putting down. Again, we don't need them to get 80-something. We just need them to get to 53 or 54 receiving yards. If you're somebody that does 10-pick parlays a lot, which, first off, you shouldn't ever do them, and then you also alt all of the lines, there's a video for you on this YouTube that's called Stop Alting Everything. I extremely recommend doing that if that is part of your strategy or your plan of attack, because there's an easier way to win than just doing that. What else we have here? Somebody said Eric All over receiving yards. We don't like to double up on a player. We already have him here for 1.5 receptions. I think it's easier for him to get 2 catches than it is for him to get 26 receiving yards. So I do like this receptions prop more than I like his receiving yards prop. Derrick Henry, 7.5 receiving yards, Kashmir says. Going back to what I said earlier, I try to avoid baby lines. And a 7.5 yard receiving is a baby line. You're simply betting on him to get a reception. And because he has Justice Hill being his third down pass catching back, I don't ever want to really. He hit this line. These baby lines are something that is a personal choice to me. Our tools actually crush baby lines. Every week, all of the baby lines hit. For whatever reason, I still I like people that have a higher line because that means they're going to get more targets. That means they're going to get more opportunities. Derrick Henry, can he get a pass for 8 yards? Yes. But for right now, I think I'm going to keep him out. We'll keep going on the show here. Minshew over passing yards. I mean, they are going to be down. No, Minshew, he doesn't even have his best target. I'll look at him, but he doesn't even have his best target. Best target's out. His NFL leading rusher or leading defensive rusher of Max Crosby's not playing. So yes, they're going to be down the whole game. For receiving yards or passing yards, I like to have the difference at least 20. Like, I feel like I'm more inclined to go under Deshaun Watson because he's got a 28% difference on the under than I am Minshew on the over. There's a 20, there's a 33, no, 3, what is that, 35? Yeah, there's not enough juice there. Oh, I didn't mean to go to DraftKings. All right, let's keep going. Matthew Stafford over passing yards, Debbie says. Matthew Stafford over passing yards. Where are the good old Rams? Where? Oh, they're a 1 p.m. game? So yes, the AI does agree with that, but again, there's not enough difference between the line and the projection for us to add that in there. We like to see 20% or higher for quarterback passing yards on the tool. Oh, all right. I was talking earlier about Justice Hill being the main pass catching or only pass catching back for the Ravens. And Brett just dropped Justice Hill over rushing and receiving yards. His line is at 31.5. 31.5. Where? Oh, okay, there's Sunday Night Football. Got it. Rushing and receiving yards. 13 yards is a pretty good cushion. So he's hit this in every single game this season. 31.5. He can get a few catches and hit this, but he can also, if Derrick Henry gets banged up for one play, he can come in and get a couple more yards to add on to that. So yeah, 41% percentage difference, 13 true difference between AI and line. We can add him in there. Justice Hill, Baltimore, rushing and receiving. Boom, boom, boom. Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football. Where are you at? Wait, it's not Sunday Night Football. Why does it say 1 p.m.? I'm looking at the wrong gosh dang game. I scrolled way too far. That don't make no sense. This is what we're looking for. Found it. Rushing and receiving. That's under receiving props, I believe. No, close this. Rushing and receiving. Is that at the bottom? Or is it up here? Did I pass it? Yes. 32.5. Ba-boom. Now we have a 23x parlay. Let's keep it going. Chris, you got to drop your single favorite one. Don't drop multiple of them. Just drop your single favorite. Elijah, so I didn't mention this. If you're watching it for the first time, I should have mentioned this at the beginning. We try to stay away from anytime touchdown props because we've gotten really close to crushing this dollar in a dream parlay, and it's always like an anytime touchdown prop that screws us up. So Deebo Samuel over 48.5 rushing yards, Adrian says. We do not know his limitations. We know he is playing, but his skill set comes from his route running ability. And the calf muscle being his injury, and if it was like a shoulder injury or whatever, it's one thing, but his calf muscle being in the injury is really important when it comes to cutting and things like that. So I do not like someone who is hobbled. Can he hit 48.5 receiving yards? Yes, but I'm not going to touch that yet. Gene says, Gene, didn't we already lock in one of your plays? I think we might have already locked in one of your plays because I remember reading your name. I'm going to keep going here. Jacoby Brissett, less than 16.5 pass completions. You like Jacoby Brissett? So, in terms of just game script, wait, how do you have, oh, the line 16.5, you're saying going under? So yeah, he has not hit this line in any game this season. Starting with Cincinnati here, he had 15, 15, and 12. So yeah, he hasn't hit this line yet. The AI gives him a small dip on the under because it says that's minus 6.8% percentage difference. But I just think that's too close though. He is favored to go under because he's got a 45% implied chance on the under. Versus San Francisco, he's going to be down the entire game, most likely. I feel like San Francisco is going to destroy them, so he's going to be passing more. I don't know. I don't think you should ever go under pass completions on a quarterback that is, like, definitely going to be down the entire game, even if the AI slightly agrees with it. We'll come back to that later. Malaya, did I read that wrong the first time? I think I just called you Booker, so I appreciate the phonetical spelling. Malaya, thank you. Brandon Powell to get over 0.5 receptions. You're not even betting on his reception stat. You're just betting on him to get a catch or even a target at that point. Timothy says Keenan Allen over receiving yards, 100%. This is somebody we've been targeting all week. He is popping more than anybody else that doesn't have baby lines for receiving yards, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Oh, we're looking at the under still. Let's go the over. Yeah, you can toggle this. If you didn't know this exists here, this is if you want to target who's got the lowest projection to their line. Paris Campbell, his line's 22.5. He's got a 7.69 projection. So you can actually play with this if you want to target unders. But we typically like to target overs, and just try to find the people that their lines are under projected to where they should be getting. So the line definitely is under projected because he's expected to get double his line. We don't need him to get 88 receiving yards. Again, we just need him to get 42. Keenan Allen receiving yards, we're going to add him in. Keenan Allen, Chicago Bears. Bears. Where are you at? What time do they play today? Why can't I see them? Did I pass them? Oh, I was looking for the different Bears logo. Receiving yards. Keenan Allen, 40.5. What does this say? Oh, we actually get him cheaper. He just went down to 40.5. Even better. So you see right here in the bottom right of the screen, we now have a dollar into 45. So we have a 45x. So maybe if 2 more plays should put us at a 100x multiplier. Najee Harris over 64.5 yards rushing. Luke, good call because Najee Harris is typically part of a running back by committee. And guess what? His committee's dead today because he ain't playing. Najee Harris and Jalen Warren typically split a lot of time. Jalen Warren is not playing today, so Najee Harris is going to get the bulk of the carries. And Pittsburgh is projected to win. So what do teams do when they win? They run the clock out. Najee Harris over 64.5. However, I'm just hoping that our AI agrees with it. They put him at 64.19. So we can't add him. It's a good play logically, but based on our projections, we can't be adding him because the AI is not saying he's going to go over. He's saying he'll get 64, but he's not going to get 66.5. So we're not going to add that one in here. But that's a good call, though. Zach Moss, over 52.5 rush yards, says James. Zach Moss, 52.5. Nope. As you see here, AI does not agree with it. He says he's actually going to go under, and he hasn't hit this line. And he only hit this line once in his last 5 games, and only 33% over the course of the season. Don, just locked in Keenan Allen already. Juwan Jennings, we already have locked in. JD, you're saying, where do you see, what sportsbook has Juwan Jennings over 25 yards receiving? Because that's a pretty good discount over 31.5, unless you're alting it, that's not what we're doing on the show. Carlos, Derek Carr over passing yards. You gave me all of his numbers from the app. I appreciate that. It says his line is 199. His implied chance is 55.56, and the AI gives him a 250-yard projection. So yeah, Derek Carr has been underrated this season. He keeps performing, and he keeps getting low lines. So remember, what did I say already a few times this show? With quarterback passing yards, we like to target 20% or better. 204.5 is his line. 250 is projection. That's a 22% percentage difference. We don't need him to get 250. We just need him to get 205. Derek Carr, passing yards, we're adding it. Derek Carr, passing yards, yes. Okay, so right now you see here in the bottom right of the screen, you should be, you can see that number. So $1 into 86.95, we're now at an 86, or essentially an 87x multiplier. One more play, which is typically what it's been on these shows. We typically do 8 props, and that'll put us at the 100x. One more play will get us there. Let's see what the best one is in this channel. Don't sleep on Trey Tucker. Yes, Trey Tucker is somebody to consider because Minshew likes him for deep passes, and his main target of Devontae Adams is out. We've already added Keenan Allen. Mahomes passing touchdowns. Josh Allen over passing yards. I don't think I've even looked at Josh Allen passing yards today. He's the Sunday night game against Baltimore, right? Not enough difference there. He's got a slight, yes, he might go over, but 4.6 is not enough. We need 20% on the passing yards. Demario Douglas over rushing and receiving. How many rushing attempts does Demario Douglas get every single game? I don't think he's utilized like Deebo Samuel is on the rushing game for San Francisco. Josh Jacobs over 15.5 rush attempts. So, I like Josh Jacobs. However, I don't like the offensive coordinator is mixing in what's that big guy's name? Oh, is it Emmanuel Wilson? Is that the one I was thinking of? So let's look at his real quick. So he did not hit this in his last game. So this is what I was saying. So the offensive coordinator is using the other back a lot more. So yeah, he hit this in his first 2 games. And then there's the offensive coordinator for Green Bay is kind of creating a running back by committee and giving this, what's his face, Emmanuel guy, more and more action. So I don't like that one exactly until we see what exactly happens with this running back committee that he's building. Desmond, Josh Reynolds over 23.5 receiving yards. Josh Reynolds receiving yards. All right. So he's hit this in every game this season. He had 45, 93, and 36. Bo Nix is getting a little bit more comfortable. Bo Nix is doing pretty good so far this season. His projection is a 71% percentage difference, which is pretty good. He's not kind of projected to go double his line, kind of. But we don't need him to get 40 again. We just need him to get 24. Can he get this on one catch? Yeah, probably. So we'll go to add him in here, and this might put us at our 100x. Josh Reynolds of the Denver Broncos. And they're going to be down against the New York Jets, I assume. So there's going to be a lot more passing. Yeah, we're at 166 multiplier. That's actually much higher than we wanted to go. So let's see here. What do you... no anytime touchdowns. Did you drop an anytime touchdown? Because I was... Oh, Najee Harris. So, yeah, I was talking... Najee Harris, 84.5 receiving yards. We already pulled up Najee Harris, and his the AI does not favor his rushing line enough for us to lock him in there. So yeah, we already pulled it up. So if you're dropping the names of player we already pulled up, then that's why I'm going down the line here. So ladies and gentlemen, we have 8 plays here. The AI agrees with all of them, and this is turning $1 into $166.90. Depending on your sports book, everybody got different odds, different lines, but just for the sake of the show, this is what we're doing. Again, I plead, I beg with you, please, for all that is holy, this is parlays, 8-pick parlays, 9-pick parlays, 10-pick parlays. These are not expected to win. You should not be centering your entire focus on sports betting around things that are not expected to win. When you buy a lotto ticket to win $300 billion, you don't expect to win because the odds are not in your favor. The same thing with this. This is just something we do for fun. Do we think this is going to hit? Do we think this is going to win? No, because it's an 8-pick parlay that has plus 16689 odds on it. This is something we're doing for fun, which is why we only are putting $1 on this. Do not put more than $1. If you put $500 on this and it doesn't hit, and you're like, man, you cost me $500, you're dumb. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Stop betting. I won't say stop betting dumb. But stop betting with the mindset of, I just want to turn a little bit until a ton on one single bet slip. I want to make $1 million. I don't want to ever have to work again. No. The only way to win against the books long term is slowly but surely, which is why you see winning screenshots dropped in our Discord every single day. Every single day, the people that are following the guidelines, the people that are hashtag applying themselves are dropping winning screenshots. So if you go through an entire week without a single winning screenshot, maybe you should start doing what the people who are dropping winning screenshots daily are doing. Again, $1 max. Do not bet more than $1. This is not expected to win. This is just something that you guys said are all your individual favorite plays, and all of these plays we added the sports books or the AI on PlayerProps.ai agrees with. If you are new here, make sure you click the thumbs up on the stream. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Turn the notifications on. We're going to be doing the exact same show that we did right now for you tomorrow night. Because there's 2 Monday Night Football games, I'm going to try to go live at 7 o'clock because the first game's at 7:30. So we're going to try to go live at 7. So tomorrow, 7 o'clock, set your alarms. Make sure you're there. And then if you want full access to all these tools, you can get it for as little as $1.37 a day. I'm pretty much giving this away for free. Oh, not, almost free. But you can play around with the tools, Look at all the tools on your own. Remember, every single tool has a button up here now that teaches you how to use it. So if you came in late and you're like, oh man, this looks really cool, but what the heck am I supposed to be looking at here? Click the button. It will teach you exactly what you need to look at to make winning bets using all these tools. We have 5 new tools added for you. If you want to bet money lines for NFL today, highly recommend checking out the Moneyline Predictor. We have an NFL Spread Predictor, an NFL Total Predictor. We show you what everybody in the country is doing, what their betting trends are, how many people are betting one way versus the other way. And then, of course, our new tool we added on top of the Player Prop Predictor and the Price Picks Optimizer is our new Team Trends tool. If you want to see who leads the NFL in rushing, who leads the NFL in passing, all these different stats, that's what Team Trends is for. If you have any questions about anything regarding PlayerProps.ai, you can get into the free Discord, which again, if you're like, how do I do that? You download the free PlayerProps.ai app. Once you create your free account, if you go to the, if you're on desktop, it's up here on the right. But if you're on your app, after you download it, click this. It'll be in the top left on the app, and then it'll say join Discord. Tap on that, bada bing, bada boom, you're in Discord. Ask me any questions you have. We are guaranteed to be the most helpful community on the planet. Everybody is willing to help everybody out. So even if you ask a question and I don't see it for maybe 10 minutes, if somebody else sees it first, they're more than happy to answer it. Again, guaranteed the most helpful community, very large community. We're growing every single day. Join us, be part of it. If you have any questions, again, this is what we're locking in. Let me know. I wish everybody good luck. And we're going to continue this chat in our community Discord, which again, for the millionth time, is 1000% free to join. You click the button, you join the Discord, you connect your Player Props Today account to your Discord, opens up all the free channels, and then you can ask all the questions to your heart's content. Good luck, guys. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Top says you're trying to join the Discord. Yeah, just click your profile button on the app, and then click join Discord. Easy as that. Profile button, join Discord. But yeah, 7 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to do the same thing Eastern time. And good luck with your bets. And we're continuing the discussion in the community Discord.